Yep. And then a couple other good fights, but that was the main one that really jumped off the page for me. Great 5 round war. And then obviously the Deontay Wilder, Tyson
You're
Fury, lineal heavyweight championship of the world, the WBC title as well as the ring title was up on the line. Cool, pretty cool entrances by both guys. One guy wore a 40-pound suit with lights and diamonds and all sorts of things. The other guy got carried out by peasants. It was great. It was it was great.
peasants. That had to be on rollers. I mean, I'm sure whether it was on rollers or something with an engine. But the girl watching it, the girl that was in front on our right, on the right side of the screen, she looked uncomfortable. She looked like this is like it was cumbersome for her. that was funny though.
Could have been.
Um, but also when we talk about the ring entrances, I mean, I wanted Wilder to win that fight. I picked him to win that because I wanted him to win. I was hoping that he picked up some things from the first fight and was able to make the adjustments he needed to make. It seems as though Fury did that instead. Since the fight was a draw, they both had things they could figure out, an abundance of things they could figure out. But the fact that Wilder was, or after the fact, he said that he lost his legs due to wearing that 40-pound costume.
Sure.
I'm like, I saw something today, and I'm on board with that because like Shredder was wearing a 40-pound costume and he beat 4 Ninja Turtles every single time. So I can't. He didn't complain.
I personally think Fury didn't like. I don't think Deontay Wilder is that great of a boxer as far as technique. I've said this
Boxing,
before. He's got horrible footwork. He punches with his wrists and his open palms. Um, I thought Fury didn't look good in the first time they fought, because if you it wasn't watched by many people, but Fury demolished Vladimir Klitschko when they fought in a landslide victory, just outboxed him, and that was the guy I was expecting to see in the first fight. I don't know if he froze because of the possible power of Deontay, or maybe just a long kind of layoff, and I'm not sure. But he fought I don't think we'll see Fury lose for quite a while. If he fights the way he fought this past Saturday night, sticking the jab, moving, lot of good movement, being the bigger guy and bully. He came in at 273 pounds. It's a very big guy to move that well. He snaps his jab. He moves like I see little sparks of like Muhammad Ali the way he moves sometimes. You don't
I wouldn't
see
go.
you don't see heavyweights move like that. You don't see them up on their toes, sticking the jab. You just don't see it that much. Light on their toes, sticking and moving. It's something you don't see very often in the heavyweight
Yeah,
division. It's a lot of guys planting their feet and throwing bombs, and the first one to connect is gonna win. And I don't like that type of fighting. I watch a lot of World Star, but that's a different type of fix I go for. When I'm watching a heavyweight world championship, I like watching the Evander Holyfields, the Lennox Lewis.
shoot, even Tyson, even
Even
though he had a lot of power, Tyson was a boxer.
he boxed, he moved, he different
Boxing.
type of boxing. Just his size was different. But when I talk about Muhammad Ali,
Yeah,
Frazier, even Foreman moves much better than a lot of these guys. Like he got that the double arm cross thing he did.
yeah. That thing about boxing though, I love the sweet science. I love watching boxing. I'm not big on punching. In a boxing match, and you see enough punchers in mixed martial arts. You know, when I watch boxing, I do want to see the entire package. That's one reason why I've never really been a fan of heavyweight boxing since Tyson, since Holyfield. I like Lennox Lewis, but even at that time, I still watched a lot of the lighter weights from
Yeah,
Felix Trinidad, Hopkins, um, shoot, Mayweather back then, man. Mayweather's fight with oh god, I can't remember off the top of my head right now. It'll come to me throughout the day. But a lot of Mayweather's early fights. were a lot of fun. Shane Mosley, De
Shane
La Hoya.
Mosley.
Those
I
fights
was a
that I
big
like.
Calzaghe fan because he moved really, really well. Retired undefeated, quietly retired undefeated. I believe he retired at like 46-0.
I retired undefeated in pro boxing, so
Nice. Same.
2-0 with 2 knockouts.
Damn.
How?
Damn. Just like
Wow.
Just like Mayweather.
Uh,
You guys are both undefeated.
high knockout percentage.
That's good.
What's up? You want some of these?
You're gonna pull a
For $40 million.
you're gonna pull a Tenshin
I ought to call him out.
Nasakawa. He's gonna have you flying across the ring like Nasakawa.
I'm undefeated. Pro boxer, Floyd. What's up? 2-0 with 2 knockouts. How you like them apples?
Probably not very much. Probably could care less. Could care less.
Never got the second round.
Let's see. So that's boxing. So now we're likely gonna see a third fight here. They both had the rematch clause, so there will likely be a rematch. I don't think it's good for Wilder.
I don't.
He looked really bad, and I get you wear that suit, but look back at his fights and just watch out when he throws his punches. His footwork is just not great.
Yeah, he's just chucking arms.
He's just chucking arms. He's not turning his feet, not turning his hips really. It's just arms. He can't. He has no chance. He's got a chance in maybe the first or second round to maybe land a shot, but it's really not going to happen. It's a fight he should stay away from. He should maybe. I think he should just go fight Andrew Ruiz. Just knock that off. Just take that fight. I think that's still a somewhat of a sellable fight. I think Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is the fight to make. 2 UK fighters fighting the O2 Arena. I think that's an amazing fight.
Yeah, I don't see Joshua winning that one though.
No, even though we did see a new Joshua in the second fight with Ruiz. He was leaner and lighter and actually boxed. He's much smaller. I think the size difference is going to be a lot.
235.
About, yeah. He's going to be about 50 pounds lighter, assumably. 45, 50 pounds lighter. I think he weighed in for the Ruiz fight. Let's see. Anthony Joshua Ruiz to weigh in. So, so he was 247 the first one. The second fight, let's see. Anthony Joshua weight 237. 237. He was 244.2, I think, for the first one.
7 pounds makes a difference.
Oh, and then in this fight, Wilder was much heavier than the first fight. 13 pounds heavier, I think.
Maybe that's what took his legs away too.
13 pounds plus 40. He's rocking almost 60 pounds extra while he walks into that ring.
I honestly
his
don't
legs
think...
aren't big. He looks like he skips leg day. So
I really think between that knockdown and whatever caused, it looked like he had a ruptured eardrum. The bleeding coming out.
They said it wasn't though.
Okay, then it must have been like some kind of cauliflower rip or something.
Yeah, he got 7 stitches right on the exterior part of the ear.
Okay. Well, he did look like his equilibrium was off after getting dropped that first time. He just looked off balance the entire time.
He reminded me of when Ruiz dropped Joshua the first time, and he got back up and is all wobbly. I was like, ooh, he's asking for it. He didn't really get hit in the back of the head. I watched that knockdown a bunch of times. That's kind of grazing. The first one, the Wilder.
Yeah, it was behind the ear, but it wasn't.
It looked like it kind of hit the shoulder a little bit too. Like it was just, I think it was just more force. Just kind of knocked him over.
I think it was like in this area and not necessarily in the back of the head. And incidentally, it wasn't like it was a targeted area.
No, you see him turn. He turns his head on that shot. I was like, you're asking for it. They always tell you in the back, the refs, if you turn your head on the punch and the punch hits you in the back of the head, it's your fault. You should not have turned your head.
But also, like, it's the ones you don't see. Like, even if you know it's coming, you still can't even brace for the one you can't see. You know, you turn your head and you get hit somewhere where you're not looking. That's going to rock you 99 out of 99 times.